food, everything, for a period of 3 menstrual cycles. In that time, the man, he can take her back. So if, for example, a man gives his wife a divorce, then he has to provide for her and take care of her, and they live together. The man, he can take her back, verbally or by a touch in such a way that only a man would do with his wife. That he's taken her back. That can happen once. That can happen twice. Back. Right. You know, if you have difficulties, sometimes it's best to be quiet, you calm down, I'm sure you're aware, and you come back and discuss. Or, for example, you know, as Muslims, you know, it's a brotherhood. إِنَّمَا الْمُؤْمِنُونَ إِخْوَةٌ. Verily, the believers are brothers. So, it's not something which you do yourself. You get to know people, you have a community, and it happens. You can go and speak to other people, they can give you advice, you can speak to other people, give you advice, people will come between you, and you can sort out problems. So it's just because, so to understand, this is marriage and this is divorce. Obviously it's not good, it's not nice to mention at the same time. To be patient, we need to take it seriously, and the thing is, if a person embraces Islam sincerely, then their previous sins are forgiven. The person to be with her, to touch her, to be alone with her, and once the marriage takes place, made her permissible for you, Allah. Because the name of Allah is mentioned, and you've agreed to marry and fulfill the conditions, He is permissible for you. So we have to take it seriously. We're getting married in the name of Allah, and the aim of marriage is to live together to find peace and tranquility. Allah mentioned in Quran in chapter 30, وَمِنْ آيَاتِهِ أَنْ خَلَقَ لَكُم مِّنْ أَنفُسِكُمْ أَزْوَاجًا لِتَسْكُنُوا إِلَيْهَا وَجَعَلَ بَيْنَكُمْ وَرَحْمَةً. Allah says, from the signs of Allah, how we recognize Allah, is He has created for you your partners. He's created from you your partners. Because our father Adam, Hawa or Eve, she was created from him. So the woman has been created, So the woman's been created from the man. And then Allah mentions, in order that you may find tranquility. You cannot have tranquility in life unless you have a good partner. That's how you have to respect her and care for her. And He has placed between you love and mercy. So this is from the signs of Allah, how He's done this. The Prophet Muhammad ﷺ said, the best of you is the best of you in faith. And the best of you is the one who is best to his wife, or his wives. So that's it. Are you ready?
Yes, I am.
And there was a horse. Okay.
Yes, a horse.
Horse. And the brothers. Okay. So what we do, we recite.
Should we go by like not expensive, but like rings to like show it, or do we need to do that?
That's why one of the conditions in Islam, you have 2 witnesses. They can't be done privately. It's a public thing. But then you can go and tell people. We live in.
Okay, yeah.
The most important thing. So we recite 3 verses. Witnesses.
Yes.
We need a witness. A witness. Yes.
Yeah. You know that guy that was saying, why did he marry a 6-year-old? I was doing research on this the other day, and I don't know if this is the right answer, but is it because to define a woman is when she starts menstruating, and because she was menstruating, she was a woman?
No, the marriage was done when she was 6.
Yeah.
The marriage wasn't consummated until she was 9, when the menstruation came.
Yeah, okay.
The thing is, in this is, but 1,400 years ago.
Yeah.
He came with his message and people
Yeah.
by Christians, by Jews, by idol worshippers. No one criticized his marriage.
Yeah.
The marriage was considered normal. It was only in the 19th century, 18th century, when Orientalists began to criticize it.
Yeah.
Before that, it was accepted. It was accepted in Europe. It was quite a normal practice. And it was something, you have to understand, it was a marriage.
Yeah.
It's not just a relationship. And she is one of the greatest scholars in Islam.
Yeah.
When the Prophet ﷺ passed away, she was 18, and she continued to teach. Like if you look at the books in Islam, we have so many narrations from her.
Yeah.
So she was considered a scholar in her own right. She was happy with the marriage. Her father gave her away in marriage. Her mother was the one who beautified her for her marriage. And it was something accepted in the community. It was something which was considered normal. It's not a must. It's not compulsory, but it's something which is allowed. So we're not saying that every Muslim has time. People are not mentally, they're not ready for this. So it's something which is allowed in suitable time and places, but it's not a must.
Yeah.
I mean, even sometimes Christians, they will criticize us, and we ask them simply, can you show us from the Bible the age of marriage?
Yeah.
And no one can.
Yeah, well, that's right. Yeah, because when I was researching it, like it said, because a lot of people get confused. They think a woman is when they turn 18, but it's really when a woman is when they starts menstruating. And
Also, I think we need to give her a holistic answer to this question as well. There's no absolute certainty on her age. Although the brothers made mention, it's referred to as 6 and 9. There are some other narratives which could suggest to the contrary.
I disagree.
I know he disagrees, but
The ratios are very clear.
Yeah, we can get into a discussion about that, but there is evidence to the contrary, which is substantial as well. I mean,
Now is not the time or place.
I think it's not here. Yeah.
Alhamdulillah.
I understand
We
what
have our discussions
Refer
about
to the
this.
hadith you've done.
yeah.
So I was going to ask after, but one thing I wanted to ask, do you guys ever come together? Are there any communities that will come together?
Yeah, there's classes, there's mosques around here. They have classes in English for brothers and for sisters. We'll direct you, inshallah.
Also, I'll put you in touch with a sisters group.
Yeah, yes.
It's a sisters only group. You'll contact them via Instagram or their contact page, and they'll keep in
They'll
touch.
give you a mentor.
Definitely. Thank you so much.
Another written one mentions an organisation called Read.
No, we've got one. Like I said, we've got one.
That's fine, so he can help you.
We just need one more witness.
Thank you so much for your help today,
No
by the
problem.
way.
No problem. Yes, a witness. We need a witness. We need a witness.
Now, secondly, are you happy to be recorded, the actual ceremony?
They will blur you out.
Yeah, I have no worries.
So officially,
Okay.
Assalamu alaikum.
He's already Muslim, he's already Muslim.
Oh, you're already Muslim.
I will come.
Oh, okay. I'll be your witness.
I will recite from the Quran. It mentioned, يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله حق تقاته ولا تموتن إلا وأنتم مسلمون. It mentioned in the Quran, O you who believe, fear Allah as He deserves to be feared, and do not die except in a state of Islam, in a state of submission. Then the second verse, يا أيها الناس اتقوا ربكم الذي خلقكم من نفس واحدة وخلق منها زوجها وبث منهما رجالا كثيرا ونساء واتقوا الله الذي تساءلون به والأرحام إن الله كان عليكم رقيبا. He mentions all mankind. Let me just get the translation a bit easier because it's a bit longer. So this is chapter 4, the first verse. O mankind, fear your Lord who created you from one soul and created from his mate, and dispersed from both of them many men and women, and fear Allah, through whom you ask one another, and the wombs as in your mother and your generations. Indeed, Allah is ever over you, an observer. Then the last verse in chapter 33, يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله وقولوا قولا سديدا يصلح لكم أعمالكم يغفر لكم ذنوبكم ومن يطع الله ورسوله فقد فاز فوزا عظيما. It mentions, O you who believe, speak a word which is straight, then Allah will, He will if you speak a word which is straight, Allah will rectify you and forgive your sins. Whoever obeys Allah and His Messenger, then that person has obtained he's a great success in this life and in the hereafter. Now, one thing, sorry, your full name?
Antoine Pierre Blake.
So Anton Pierre Blake. Do you accept to marry your full name?
My middle name?
Yes.
Promise Lisa Aliyah Collins.
Again?
Promise Lisa Aliyah Collins.
Promise Lisa Aliyah Collins. You accept to marry her on the meher of a horse? Yes. And sister, do you accept to marry, remind me again, sorry, in the name?
Antoine Pierre Blake.
Anton Pierre Blake. So sister, your name again, sorry? Promise Lisa Aliyah Collins. Do you accept to marry Anton Blake with the meher of a horse?
Yes.
That's it. Your marriage is done.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much for your help.
No problem. And then the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, taught the dua, Allahumma barik alayk. You know, may Allah have mercy, blessings upon you. I will come back to you, inshallah.
Thank you. Your right hand, consuming.
The right hand.
Say Bismillah. What would you?
Speak to the mouth, brothers.
So now, basically, it's a journey. Learning the rights of each other together. If I take your details, then we'll give you some, like books on Islam. We'll direct you to some websites, and as we said, we'll get you to meet other sisters. No problem, it's our pleasure. Alhamdulillah, we're very happy, alhamdulillah.
How long have you been? Oh, thank you so
Muslim a long time ago, 1993.
Oh, really?
Yeah, when I was about 19. So
Did you come from
I was born in Manchester, brought up in Reading, and in Reading I became Muslim.
Oh, really?
Then my wife, I married her to Reading. She was her mom, her auntie, her sisters were all here. And I think East London is very Muslim, so we moved back here. So alhamdulillah.
Are your parents religious? I'm sorry if this.
No, my mom, English culture, my mom said you can choose whatever you want. So when I became Muslim, she was very surprised and she thought that it was just a phase. But now, alhamdulillah, I still have a good relationship with my mom. She comes all the time. She's happy. No problem. Children, happy with my wife. Let me see. Do you want to give me your number? Or do you want to type it in? Let me just see this.
Thank you so much for your help today, by the way. Thank you. Do you want me to put my number in?
Yeah, cool, yeah.
These things okay.
Such as a complete bath.
Sorry?
Such as a complete bath after you touch a woman or
There's,
I mean, I
but now, but